That's on. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright. Welcome to Words and Things, where I, your host, Naji Adamson, talk about random crap, and hopefully you listen to it. So, what is introversion? It is an energy preference and an internal processing mindset. In terms of preference, when you're an extrovert versus an introvert, extroverts tend to get their energy externally, from social gatherings and friends and parties and other people. Introverts, like myself, are not so inclined to do so. We tend to prefer to gain everything from right here in the soul. And it's really not, it's not a bad thing either way. It's just a preference, an energy preference. Where do you regenerate your motivation and energy for the rest of the day from? Yourself or from other people? For example, we tend to think more than act, and we think a hell of a lot. There is so much I could go over in terms of how much we think, and it's ridiculous. We think to the point of exhaustion. We don't act on those thoughts, so we tend to think that everybody else knows what we're thinking, and we don't mention it, we don't say anything, because it's all here. It's all mental. It's all internal. We also tend to feel a lot more than express. Noticing a common trend here. We tend to be here and not here. So, when is introversion not the best? Well, in terms of thinking, again, you are your own worst critic, and you will think way too damn much. I am sorry, that is just a fact. If you're an introvert, you're going to think a lot. And because of it, you'll often be misunderstood because you don't actually say anything to other people. You just talk to yourself in your head. Anybody else with me here? No? Okay, let's check. And your social skills, they're probably lacking a bit if you haven't trained for this, because you don't need to deal with people inside your head. You just need to deal with you. It's much easier to deal internally than it is with other people as an introvert. And that can cause problems. That can make people think you're a hermit. That can make people think you don't like anyone. And it's most likely not true. You just have a preference and a tendency to not say things, to not interact with other people, because you're already busy interacting with yourself. It seems narcissistic, but it's not, I promise you. So how do we solve this? How do introverts function in daily life? How do we go to the bathroom? We basically have to adapt. We have to create this external, extroverted persona that works for the rest of the world, because the rest of the world is extroverted, and it sucks at times, but that's the case. Adaptation is a scary thing, for an introvert at least. And having to navigate the whole world knowing that everybody is going to mostly be extroverted and try and feed off of your energy is a scary thought. So you have to kind of build this persona in order to be able to appease the extroverts and still remain sane. And it's scary, but it's what it is. So with all that, why would it be easier, or why would I prefer it? Introversion, it just seems like it sucks. Like everything is going to constantly make me feel like I need to go back and hide in my safe hole. And that's not the case. There's actually plenty of times when it's quite awesome. For example, when it comes to thinking, we love to think, so it's so easy to come up with an idea. Our imaginations tend to be very, very vivid because we are constantly in our heads. You also tend to seem more demure and mature because you talk less and thus seem mysterious. And mystery is somehow equated with maturity. So, however that works, that works. So what do you think? I personally think introversion is quite awesome in that I can create and innovate so easily and so quickly, and I can heal myself, I can solve my own problems and function on a higher level than most people do because they don't give themselves the chance to think. So let me know what you think. Comment below and give me your voice. Tell me what you think introversion is. Tell me where I'm wrong, where I'm right, what you do if you're an introvert, what you do if you're an extrovert, and what you think introverts are. And share this with other introverts or extroverts that you're having trouble figuring out. And hopefully they will give you some advice. Before I go, I must introduce you to a new segment that I'm doing called Music Monday, where I create new music or remixes or covers every Monday, and I release them on YouTube or other music sharing websites or whatever I prefer, because it's my life and you can't tell me what to do. So, nah, boo boo. If you like music and you hate Mondays, feel free to check it out. But regardless of what you do, thanks for watching, and hopefully I see you some other time. Peace, babies.